you're following your dream, and then you're at a point and you're like, oh, is my dream trying to kill me or what? Like I was a bit, what is happening now? Hi, so my name is Fiona Zanetti. I am actually from Switzerland and I live in Paris now. And I am a DJ and a producer. Actually, really bad, but I had no breakfast this morning. But I had a very good chicken bowl with avocado for lunch, so I hope that counts somehow. Like only salty things, basically, savory. Not super sexy, but my compression sucks. Also not very sexy, but check my phone, I guess. Like, to be honest, like I'm not gonna sugarcoat this. I love a window seat. Just it makes me, I travel a lot, so to be able to actually see the country from above, and it makes my brain and my body understand that I'm going somewhere else a little bit better, I guess. So yeah, I love watching through the window. My earliest music memory is actually traveling back to Italy with my parents. We used to have like a 10-hour drive, and for this drive, my parents would prepare basically all their cities, like all their favorite cities, and do sort of a quiz for me and my little sister. And that basically shaped my musical knowledge, I guess. There was like When the Doves Cry from Prince. That's how I remember I discovered it, and it has been one of my favorite songs since that time. So yeah, almost, 25 years. I think my taste also changes with, like time, for sure. The latest one that I've been watching, rewatching, because it's one of my favorite films, is In the Mood for Love from Wong Kar-wai. It's one of the most beautiful, visually and sonically beautiful movie I think that exists. Then that one, I guess. But I really love, one of my favorite music producer that works on movies is Angelo Badalamenti. He worked on all the David Lynch movie, basically, on Mulholland Drive, Twin Peaks. Like, it was like his longtime collaborator, and I really, really, really love what he did during his lifetime. I think it's Okelu, Choke Enough. It's this amazing French artist that, this album has been blowing up as well. And I think it's an incredible album, and I've been rinsing it, to be honest. Like, I've been listening to it a lot all throughout winter and last year and still now, so kind of timeless. I actually played in Cinecittà, which is basically in Roma, where they used to film all the old Italian movies. And it's like this huge, like Cinecittà. So it's really like all these film decors. And they recreated a lot of like emblematic Roman, like the Pantheon, and like a lot of beautiful Roman iconic pieces. So yeah, I played there and it was pretty incredible, to be honest. I'm in hotels all the time, so that's actually really, thank you for that question. I have some things to say. I think, first of all, a personalized welcome and experience with the staff. In some capacity, people should know your name and who is staying in their place. You're like welcoming people. I think there should be no check-in and check-out time. Just make it happen. And like no extra fees. Like, I shouldn't pay $6 for a bottle of water in the minibar, like that's ridiculous. Just include the minibar. Yeah, that's my 3 points. I love a coffee in the morning. If possible, I don't have to go pick it up and just my boyfriend bring it to me. I actually really think the anticipation of something is better than the actual thing. So I would say spring, because summer, right? like spring makes me excited about summer, so I enjoy spring more. I like, let's say 132, because it's punchy enough, but it's not like too crazy. It's the perfect in between. Oh, Instagram for sure. Also not a sexy answer, like I wish I was deeper than that. I would love to take an elevator ride with Marina Abramovic, because she's so deep and so intense that it would be actually super interesting to know like what would she say in such a short time, you know? Yeah, that would be funny. I'm also a bit scared of her, so I don't know, just uncomfortable, but in a good way. I have a lot of micro obsession right now. For so many reasons, it's actually health, women's health more specifically, because I've been going through some things myself and I've discovered so much and I'm learning so much and educating myself a lot on the matter. And yeah, so micro obsession about women's health. Berlin, the last years has been very good for me because I was away from my bubble and I was working in the studio and with like different creative energy. So really was, it was Berlin the last years for sure. It's a long-term obsession, but I'm very obsessed with ambient music. And I've been for the last couple of years, I would say it started during the COVID period. And I've been collecting music and also trying to produce some myself. And ambient has been a long-term obsession, long-term lover. In creativity, just not actually doing things for people to like has something that has always paid off for me. I'm a big people pleaser and I still have that a lot in my practice, but I would say that every time I stepped out a little bit of that and I made things for myself more than for others, actually others reacted more to it. So it's been a very good lesson for me. Yeah, there's a book that changed my life, actually, that I keep reading over and over. It changes every couple year passing. I read it, and it's like a different book for me. And it's called, in English, Letters to a Young Poet by Rainer Maria Rilke. I hope I'm not butchering this. It's a very, very incredible book, and I think anyone, creative or not, actually, should read it. It's amazing. How do I know if a song is really truly finished? I think a song is never truly finished. I don't know how people do to actually put music out, but it's been a torture for me. It took me 3 years to work on my music and to be like, okay, I need to stop. Because, yeah, it's kind of an ongoing thing. It's almost like a little time capsule, like releasing music for me, at least. And at one point, you have to be like, that moment is over. Remove something, because you always have to remove something before putting it through. I think clothes are the same, like a look is the same. You have to remove something and then go out. And so it's never really truly finished, but you just have to go with it at one point. Oh, I'm a really bad traveler. I think I'm very good at organizing and knowing where to go and all these things, but I feel like my body takes at least 3 days to get used to a new place. So basically impossible with my job. So I'm never really totally good. I need a longer period of time than a normal human being, I guess. Oh my God, so many things. I think it's endless. That's actually make it the whole human experience worth it, I think, because the amount of music you can discover, the culture, the food, and the travel you can, take are just endless. So no, there's just an insane amount. There's a lot of countries that I would still like to visit. South America a lot, Africa a lot, so many countries in Asia, more of Japan. I go to Japan every year, but I want to do the whole country. I want to go north and south more. So yeah, like really, it's also unlimited. Shock is a strong word. I'm never really shocked. No, I think just one of the city where I enjoy to play the most is truly Amsterdam, because at the end of the day, the crowd makes the party more than I think the DJ. And if you have good energy from the crowd, it's going to reflect on the music as well and on the DJ doing an amazing job. That's my own personal experience, maybe because I'm very sensitive to how people react. But yeah, they are so educated about music. They are always down to business. They are really amazing. And I just played a couple days ago, like 2 weeks ago, and yeah, it was amazing. I mean, I haven't worked with a lot of artists yet, but I would love to, I think soon or a later point in my career, work with more artists that are not in the same field as I am. I've been obsessed, like a lot of people, with Rosalia. So like this last album is insane, and her whole creative world and the way she takes different things and put them together is so interesting. So I would love to work with someone like her, or like producer who are also super mind-fucking for me, like A.G. Cook is amazing. Yeah, there's also a lot of answers to this, but at this moment I would say, yeah, Rosalia or A.G. Cook. If I know if a track belongs in my set from emotion, once again, I think for me it's not really about the style, the type, the BPM, like all of these things, the producers. I don't really care. It's about how it makes me feel. And in my music, I never really prep too much. I just trust my taste. So yeah, I think just emotion, like how I feel when I first listen to it, for sure. Actually, I love it more and more. For me, creating, moments of almost of boredom has been kind of a little hobby of mine in my set recently. I've been very lucky to play longer sets as well in the last month, and I think when you have this canvas and this freedom to actually tell a proper story, you can really experiment with that a lot. That's also, I always think when I play, I always think of myself on the dance floor, and I love heads down set, like I'm not really sometimes, yes, of course, I love hands in the air for sure, but I love when it's a little bit mental and a little bit, like deep. So yeah, I've been trying to implement that a lot for sure. I mean, I want people to party and to have a good time as well, of course, but I mean, they can do that anywhere. And sometimes when you go to certain places or you go see certain people, the goal is also to go home and be a little bit surprised and maybe a little bit more sensitive than usual. And yeah, I'm definitely trying more and more to do that. I think it would be like a club for sure, but kind of like in and out, a little bit open on the outside as well. I like to think of my music and the way I do my sets a little bit like in and outside body experience. So I think it should reflect a little bit on a physical space as well. Like you can be in or out and you can decide wherever you feel best, I guess. Yeah. Oh, I used to play it all the time actually, because I played way more like Italo disco when I started my career. But this is really a sound that actually I have a tattoo of it. It's called Hypnotic Tango, and I don't play it as much anymore. I would love to feel the right moment. It's always on my USB key for sure, but I haven't had the chance to play it for quite some time. So yeah. I mean, we said the beauty comes from the eyes of the looker. I think for music it's the same with the ears, right? It's not mine anymore, and it's up to the people to see whatever beauty or not, or subtle details or not, or that they want to. It's really up to them. I wouldn't want to tell people what to think of it or what to listen or look for inside the music. Just, like, let it take you and let me know. Red light therapy is actually this dualism that I was looking for when I was producing music for this EP. And it was really about both the light design in a club, which is my favorite one personally, and also, the healing tool. And I was in between this healing situation myself when I was trying to understand how does music and the career in music works with like some things that I went through, trying to heal from these things. And actually it's kind of like the purpose of the EP as well, is that actually the dance floor is a healing space, and that's what red light therapy means to me and means with this music that I've put out, because it's an exploration of this idea. Basically, I don't have the answer, I don't have a yes or no, it's just my personal experience and what I think we can go and look for on a dance floor, in a club, in a dark room for hours, and be really also in our body. So yeah, that's what it means to me. I've had health issues that have been triggered by a touring life as well as other things, of course. And for me, it was really kind of, you're following your dream, and then you're at a point and you're like, oh, is my dream trying to kill me or what? Like I was a bit, what is happening now? And that was the moment when I was also really into production, and I took a little bit of a step back of touring and went more into production mode, into my head and a little bit less in my body. And yeah, throughout this whole process, this whole 3 years of me producing this EP, it was a real life therapy session, to be honest. So it's so personal, and it's still something I want to explore through more work. I don't know if it's going to be through music or other things, but yeah. I think they all have something specific that I was trying to bring out as well. I think the first that I've put out, Trust the Process, is the one that has a little bit of everything that I was trying to say. It's a little bit mental, it's not all ends in the air, it still has a good drop, and it still, has lyrics that means a lot to me. And I think the sound is quite special. It's progressive, but it's kind of new. It's not something that you would hear out, or that's maybe the most, evident thing today, but it's exactly who I feel like I am as an artist today. So yeah, maybe this one. I think it's really, it's music for the club, maybe not the B2 track that is more ambient, actually, more experimental, and a little bit more of a, you have to have headphones on and be on a sofa, maybe with like, I don't know, joint. I don't know. But the rest is really for the club. I still really try to make them technically listenable in also like a home setting, because they're very, I think, rolly in a way. Like you don't get like crazy. It's not like a circus, like it's still very steady, but definitely for the club, because it's, my first love. And yeah. So dark club, low light, heads down, long sets, and hopefully good music. My love of fashion is and will always be present for me. It's also one of my first love, and I think just not only today's, but maybe even more today as creatives, it's just nice to be open to everything beauty-wise. And I think I found a lot of passion. Of course, it's less emotional and it's less deep for me. It will never be the same as music is for me. But I found a lot of pleasure in being able to express myself to fashion as well. And I think it's an incredible tool for a lot of artists, a lot of people to just be able to feel good in their body, tell a little bit who they are without speaking. So yeah, that's my favorite thing about fashion. I love a corset because I love to be like squeezed tight, but I still always want to be comfortable. I mean, some people don't believe me, but I'm also comfortable in heels. So yeah, that's the fashion girl in me. And no, I think I want to just feel like myself, you know, like I'm also performing for people. So I want to put a show, you know, but just an extension of myself, really. I have to shout out Essan. It's pretty recent. I played, I think, a month ago or something for the first time. I've partied there before, but it's this new club in Paris. I mean, new. It opened like maybe a year and a half ago now, and just I think it's perfect for me. It's the perfect size club. Like it's maybe 300-400 capacity. Low ceiling, everyone around the DJ, everyone can see themselves, not the DJ super high. I'm just in the middle of it with you guys. Super light design and just an intimacy that I think that's why we love clubs, right? And I think that's what we are losing a lot as well in clubs, because everything is like bigger and longer and like louder, I don't know. And actually my favorite thing is like an intimate, well-designed club, small and perfect. Festival season, no question. Fashion week is actually not so fun. It's actually so tiring. I don't know how these people are doing. No, festival for sure. Festival season for sure. That's where we get loose. Fashion week feels also more like work, and I mean a festival as well. But a festival, like, I will also really go listen to other people's sets, enjoy. It's summer. I have so much energy. No, it's great. Festival season. You know what I would love? I don't know what it's going to do yet, but I would love to imagine a soundtrack for Peter Mullier for Versace. It's going to start next season, I think, or maybe in 2 seasons if he needs a bit more time. And I'm very excited about what it's going to look like. It's just got bought by Prada, so I know they're very, very good with their sound design. I'm lucky to go to the show, so I experienced it firsthand. Yeah, I would love to have something fresh and something new and try to elaborate on that a little bit. Yeah. I'm gonna shout out my friend Pancrazio, which is a close collaborator of mine and a dear, dear friend, and I think one of the best kept secrets of the house scene right now. Is just the most incredible DJ and producer, and I think everyone's gonna hear a lot about him, so I would love to see what we would do in this elevator. We actually need more DJs, and I think this is a bit controversial because there's so many, but DJing, I think the meaning of DJing means being, you know, like looking towards each other and understanding what people might need and might want. And I think the world needs a little bit more of empathy right now and of DJs, because this should be, maybe it isn't at the moment, but it should be a fundamental of what DJing is about, empathy.